Right now, teenagers are texting above all other age categories, and they're texting a lot. So they have this culture of immediacy and being able to contact people immediately, and the pressure then also to respond immediately.
In the survey of Ontario students from the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, 36% of high school drivers admit to having texted while driving in the past year. And that stat jumps to 46% of students in grade 12. Corrine also explains how one skill being demanded of younger generations is also fueling the problem.
They're used to having to attend to multiple things. They're multitasking all the time. And so teens have this kind of a way of being, in a way that makes it very difficult for them to not attend to external stimuli.
And I asked Corrine if the teens who text now are building lifelong habits.
That's a possibility, because it isn't just teens who are texting behind the wheel. Over time, hopefully, that risk-taking behavior will decrease. The teens have gotten the message to not drink and drive, so we're hoping that, with a little bit of education, that they can also get that message of not texting and driving.
So what about in the meantime? Until mentalities change and young drivers collectively see texting and driving as uncool the way they do now with drinking and driving. In March of this year, OPP launched a distracted driving campaign where 2,115 tickets were laid. OPP officer Dan Katenko points out why looking at your phone, even for just a moment, can be deadly.
If you're traveling 100 kilometers an hour, every second you're traveling 27 meters at 100 kilometers an hour. So if you look down at your phone for 2 seconds, you've traveled more than half of a Canadian football field. And we found that the younger people are addicted to their cell phones. And unfortunately, it's translating into driving in their vehicles with the cell phones and texting and being on the cell phones. So far, there's been 20 fatalities, I'm not going to say in this region, but across the province, that have been attributed to distracted driving.
I hit the streets and found a couple where one texts and drives and the other doesn't.
It's just, you want to answer that question in case it's something urgent, or possibly you want to answer a friend's question. So, yeah, it happens.
Now, you, on the other hand, you don't so much text and drive, you get upset with him when he texts and drive.
Yes, I do. I don't like texting and driving. I personally don't ever text and drive. It can wait.
Is this a relationship strain?
No.
Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you there. I wasn't paying attention. For Cogeco North Bay News, I'm David Zura.